I'm Randy Hobson, founder of Pangea Restaurant Group, and you're watching Just Play It By Ear.
When life gets tough, don't sit on your rear. Grab some friends and play it by ear.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Play By Ear. I am Justin, this is my wife Kayla, and we have a special guest today, Mr. Randy Hobson, the Gordon Ramsay of Evansville, Indiana.
Chef Ramsay!
Chef Ramsay, or Chef Hobson, we should say.
Chef Hobson, yes, 100%.
Well, thanks for coming on.
You're very welcome. Thank you for the invite.
As far as, you have several restaurants now. I think, do we count Pangea Pizzeria as a restaurant too? I guess it's attached to second language.
It's kind of a restaurant. Let's call it 3 locations, 4 concepts.
Were you always kind of just like a foodie, or like how'd you come about being a restaurateur?
Yeah, believe it or not, it goes back to I think I was 10 when I just had this crazy interest in cooking. I joke about it. My mother was not much of a cook. She was a hardworking lady.
That's
was
me. Shut up,
Kayla.
Justin. That's me.
She was a nurse and went to work early, came home, she was a wonderful provider. But I just somehow, even at a very young age, had this really infatuation with food, as far as even going to where I went to a grade school that was about 4 blocks from my house. And back then, I think we had 35, 40 minutes for lunch. I would go home and make a nasty, greasy cheeseburger in a cast iron skillet, white bread, Velveeta cheese. I thought that was the jam, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that has been in my life for many years. I always wanted to do something in the restaurant space. It crystallized after, working through high school and college. I was a kick-ass dishwasher at the Cork and Cleaver in college. Got promoted to busboy within a year.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I turned 21, I got to serve. So
That's awesome, man. Way to go.
hey, I know I don't
Climb
want to
the
brag.
ladder. Gotta climb the ladder.
But and then my corporate career at Berry Plastics, I had a chance to live all over, travel all over. Spent a lot of time with food customers. One of my latter jobs was kind of a lot of the front end development work with food companies. And living around the United States. I lived in Atlanta, LA, Vegas, Atlanta, and then back to Evansville eventually.
It's like a Johnny Cash song. I've been
I won't be singing today, I promise. But I really, my fascination with ethnic foods grew and grew and grew and grew. And I've always been a person that really enjoyed culture and people, and then the food element. So those were the drivers. And, kept looking, kept thinking. And eventually, after 25 years, Berry Plastics went public. I stuck around for a little while. And at 47, I said, hey, I'm going to retire and open a restaurant.
So at 47?
47.
That's awesome.
That's
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's awesome.
Well,
Chase
thank
your
you.
dreams.
Crazy, I think,
Yeah.
is what the word has been used
Well,
often.
I'm
but-
starting something in my 40s too, so I love stories like that. I love
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, thank
It's
you.
never too late.
Yeah.
But it crystallized while I was at Berry. I spent a lot of the latter years of my life at Berry. I was based here in Evansville, and I spent a lot of time trying to recruit people to come to work for us, whether that's a hotshot engineer, a marketing person, you name it. And then in addition, Berry was making many, many acquisitions. In 25 years, we made 38 acquisitions. We were owned by private equity. So we were always trying to sell, businesses that we would acquire. Hey, come to Evansville, And it was always, I tell this story often, but, we would bring a couple maybe from Chicago. It was an acquisition. Hey, we want you to come join the corporate life and be, an executive here in Evansville. And they would come visit and they'd do their thing. They'd come back and they say, wow, healthcare's great, school's great, all this is great. Tell me about the restaurant scene. And this was 15, 20 years ago. And my line was, well, we have the highest grossing Olive Garden in North America right here in Evansville. And I just keep my mouth shut, and they would look at each other and be like, is he serious? And I was kind of serious, a little bit of tongue in cheek, but that, to answer your question, was what's told me I want to create a better food culture in Evansville.
Do you still at Pangea? Do you still do like the what you did at our wedding? What was like the steak with the there's like
the
just
chimichurri?
different- Yeah, the. Do you still do that there?
Not at Pangea.
No?
You know, it's funny.
I think Saison Fuego. You
Yeah,
have something
yeah.
similar.
I mean,
yeah.
we took that when we opened Second Language, you know, inside of a ramen shop. I'm like, all right, you know what? I want to do
So good. And I was
like a
like,
Thai
I've never
chimichurri.
had that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want a
Yeah.
Thai chimichurri steak. We ran that, and then when we opened Saison, I'm like, okay, this is where it really belongs,
Yeah.
and we have the
And
capability.
that's so cool because you have all these different options and like different tastes. You know,
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Absolutely. And, you know, our strategy's always been to, you know, find a baseline, you know, downtown for Second Language. It was ramen. That was going to be our baseline. We had run several pop-ups at Pangea, tested. Get that baseline right, get it done properly, and then you can always add on. And people are so afraid to like say, oh, well, we're a ramen shop. Well, you don't have to just do ramen.
Yeah.
You know, that steak chimichurri was
Yeah.
a big seller.
Oh yeah.
Because people love to eat different things.
Yeah.
Once you
Yeah.
once you get them to come in the door,
That was
Yeah.
and that was hard for me because I'm always like I've never heard of that. I don't know if I like that, and so I just eat off his. I'm like, oh my god, that's good. I want that next time. Like,
Yeah, and then she ate all my plate. I have to order another one.
basically, that happened one time. I was scared to eat something, and I tasted his, and the server was so nice. He brought him. It was like hot and sour soup or something,
Oh, yeah,
and I was
Vegas.
scared to eat
Yeah.
it. And this guy's like watched me eat his entire bowl. So he brought him out his own bowl, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't know if I'd like it. So
it's-
that's fun. Yeah.
it's so real. And you know, we had some guest at Saison the other night, a guy I knew pretty well, and with his wife, and I didn't know her as well. And one, she had celiac.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then she had some really not very good situations where she had food poisoning in restaurants, and she was such a picky eater and concerned. And I talked him into trying our empanadas, which are made with yucca flour, and the yucca flour creates a gluten-free option. And it was so funny just to watch her to kind of pick around on it, and then she put it in her mouth, and then she tried the sauce, and it was like, oh, it's game on.
Yeah.
And that's
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what makes me happy.
Yes.
You know, and you know, back to the food culture thing, you know, I'm not going to do it by myself. We've done this with a team of people. I've
And
got
a lot of them's been there for a while.
absolutely
Yeah.
the first 4 key people, 3 of those 4 are still with us.
Yeah.
Corey Miller, our general
Yeah.
manager.
Yep.
Sarah, our pastry chef, Sarah Bruggeman, and then Brown Bear or Eric Luna, our pizziolo. And then Wan Pin went back to Thailand. She was our savory chef. So she's doing work at Le Cordon Bleu, doing training in Bangkok. So,
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so-
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that, you know, those are the people that are bringing people in and teaching them things and watching them grow as managers and grow people. That's the win.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm somewhere south,
You don't have to worry about it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and they're going to be doing cool things.
Like
Whether
you can
that's
actually do something in your retirement.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
relax for a second. I'm gonna retire and start a bunch of restaurants.
I'm just going to eat, I guess, for retirement. But I think those are the people that will do cool stuff in the city, and that's how that culture is built.
You have an anniversary coming up.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah, 10 years.
10
for
years.
Pangea Kitchen.
Pangea. Yeah, March 1st.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're trying to figure out how we celebrate. And, you know, one of the things we've talked about is going back and recreating some of those dishes we tried that were absolute duds, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think now, under our banner, I think people will be more open to trying it. A great one is porchetta. Porchetta is one of my favorite
Oh, yeah.
Italian
Roman.
dishes. We served that. We bought a rotisserie, and people would get it, and they were like, "Oh my God, this has so much fat on it." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah."
That's the point. Yeah,
Exactly.
crispy fat, pork
yeah,
fat.
it's like yeah,
Yeah.
you know, pork belly today
Yeah.
is growing and growing, but man, it takes some time.
I'll bet. Yeah.
So yeah, we're super excited. Don't know exactly what we're going to do. We had some discussion in our group meeting this week, so stay tuned.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we go there quite
Thank
a bit.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you
I think a
very much.
lot of it is just like you said, everything's made in house. quality always shows, you know. So
And the
you don't cut
atmosphere,
any
it's the
corners.
atmosphere too, though. Everything is really cool. Like the atmosphere's laid back, and like you get, you put your order in, and then you
Sit
hang out with your
down, yeah.
friends. Yeah, it's a fun
we
environment.
definitely don't want to. We want people to be comfortable, and we're not real pretentious people. We're more about the food.
Oh, yeah.
You
You can tell.
You
You
can
can
put
tell.
lipstick on pigs, and they look pretty good.
So you said, like ethnic foods is kind of your favorite, your go-to. I mean, you grew up here in Evansville?
I grew up in Vincennes.
Vincennes, okay.
Close enough, an hour away.
So
Yeah.
there's not a lot of back in the day. There was not very much ethnic foods anywhere. I guess besides
You made
bigger
his day
cities.
because he's like, "There's nothing here." Now he's like, "Oh, there's ramen now," and like, yeah, he loves it.
Where'd you like first taste ethnic foods? Like, did you travel somewhere?
Our travel was pretty limited as a kid.
Yeah, how'd you get into like different? Yeah, that's
It
interesting.
was when I left. Once I graduated from U of E, I moved to Atlanta. Interesting story. This was 1988, and I lived in Spaghetti Junction, which is like Doraville, and just west of us was Buford Highway, which is like an incredible
Atlanta.
area of ethnic food. A lot of Asian, now
Yeah.
a lot of Latino, but there were 2 Thai restaurants at that time in all of Atlanta, and they were right near my house.
That's it,
And-
really. That's
and
hard
so-
to believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a couple. Actually, both those operators have gone on and done great stuff. But I was there a couple days a week, and then it's like, then I would start going to Buford Highway and just exploring, and that's where it got serious, the ethnic thing, and then. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh man, I'm really interested in ramen. No, now I'm very interested in Latino food, and so it's
And
like
it's
all
so
our
fun to
restaurants.
experience culture.
Yes.
I think that's important.
And we love to share that. We love to educate, and that's part of our culture is educating our people and then educating our guests.
Yeah.
And we really work hard at that. Like I was saying, I think before we started, getting ready to introduce a ceviche class where people could come in and have fun and learn about ceviche and what is it, why is it, all that.
Yep.
We did the same thing with ramen when we opened Second Language downtown. There'll be other classes coming. I think we're going to do a whole class on masa because we take organic corn from Pop Yonkers in Mount Vernon, and we literally start with that, and that's how we make all of our masa.
Wow.
There's not a lot of there's a guy in Nashville, Maes. He just got a James Beard recognition for what
Oh,
he's
wow. Yeah.
doing. He's the guy that inspired me. Went to his shop. He was there in the morning grinding corn. I'm like, dude, tell me about this.
I love it. It all starts with like you have a thought and then you act on
Yeah.
it. Because if you just thought that your whole life, like, isn't it crazy
Yes.
to think
Yeah.
that you just thought of it and then all this has happened?
And people are like, "Well, you're crazy." No, it's easy, and that's
it's
what
your
I'm
passion.
It's passion,
exactly.
yeah.
And I
If you have a
enjoy-
passion for something,
Yeah, I
it
enjoy
is
it.
easy.
It's not work if it's passion. You
Right
know?
on.
Yeah,
Right
you
on.
do work your butt off, but it's your passion and it's your baby.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
see it, and you see it serving other people, and that's the beauty of that.
Yeah.
Right on.
Because I see you on social media, you're always learning. You're always trying to figure out, oh, how can I make this better? Or this type of cuisine, how do I make
Yeah.
With that, you go to the right people.
Yeah,
who's-
that's it. You go to the right
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
And I learned about a lot about benchmarking in my life at Berry, and we benchmark the world. And I know that sounds really stupid and silly, but when we introduced layered donuts to Evansville, it was Dominic Ansel, the best French pastry chef in the world, the guy that invented the
Because you're
cronut.
doing it right. You're going through the right channels, and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it, and I'm gonna make sure I go through the right channels
Yes.
to create something different. And I think that is why you're so successful in all this, because you're not just half-assing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
That-
very
you can
common
hear
word
that,
in this
yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Not half-assing it. Yes.
Just enough to get by. No, that's
But
not.
you can definitely tell a difference
Oh, for
between like
sure.
a half-assed, production and cooking versus somebody who pours their heart and love into it. So.
Well, we have our days.
You
but
can
we
taste
try.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I mean, the first time I went to, it was like a soft opening for second language.
Yeah.
I've had ramen besides Japan, that's a bucket list thing, but
Sure.
big cities, New York, Los Angeles.
He's
I've had,
he's a pizza snob and a ramen snob,
yeah.
and he loves both.
Kind of guy.
Yeah.
But like when I tasted your ramen, I was like, oh man, this is like legit. This is
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a guy named Kenichi Ota, Kenichi is from Japan. His family was in the grocery business in Japan, and one of his jobs inside the grocery stores was to run some of the ramen shops in the grocery stores. And he moved to Los Angeles, and getting to know him during my training, he's like, I want to create the same love of ramen that exists in Japan. It's on every corner. You know the drill. That's a big goal, but his dedication to training and developing people to do it properly is amazing.
How long does it take you to make ramen?
It depends on the broth.
The broth.
Varies from the type of broth. Pork tonkatsu is the most difficult to make.
12 hours at least.
Yeah, if you're doing a open pot cook, I would say 8 to 10 ish, and then one of the things that Kenichi helped us do is I was able to get a ramen cooking vessel from Japan.
Wow.
That is a pressured vessel.
Okay, pressure cooker.
And that takes two things. It takes your cycle down.
I'm like wanting
about
ramen right now. It's snowing outside. I want a bowl of ramen right now.
It is ramen weather.
Yeah.
But it takes that cycle in half, but it makes a better product. You're getting agitation as you're cooking, and after you cook down the bones to make your broth, it's amazing. You may see a pork femur, and it looks like ashes.
I like the spicy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a new spicy one that we're running called
I like my nose
Lang
to
Zhao
run.
beef.
Yeah.
That'll get you. Even the mushrooms that we use, the shiitakes.
Oh, I love the
we do-
shiitake.
yeah.
I
We
wouldn't
do
even
a
know what I'm
spicy-
saying if I wouldn't have met you.
Shiitake
Yeah.
and Whittier, those are
So
good
good.
ones for.
Yeah,
ramen.
and those are locally grown in a garage downtown.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. One of our
amazing.
vendors.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
Evansville in itself, I mean, in New York, you go to Queens or anywhere, Flushing, I mean, there's giant Chinese and ethnic supermarkets everywhere.
Yes.
But here in Evansville, I mean, we have a couple small ethnic stuff, but I mean,
He's got secrets.
but you do got secrets. You got,
Hey, a chef never tells us secrets.
yeah. I was like, how do you source your stuff? But I guess you got stuff around.
Yeah,
town
I mean,
that-
we've really worked hard with people. I mean, the day we opened Pangea, a guy from Southern Illinois called me. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to start doing hydroponic." I said, "Man, let's go." I
Yeah.
said, "How much basil can you make?"
You ran into all the right people.
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
And that goes on. Beautiful edibles here locally. That's a kind of a cooperative on the mushroom with Scott Anderson downtown. There's people doing really cool stuff behind the scenes. Unfortunately, it's such a small model. It's tough. There's a lot of cool things going on. Purdue University, Indiana University has an initiative. We just had a gal in yesterday that she's working with local farmers, and she's got about a third of Indiana, and her job is 100% solely to connect those farmers who want to do niche, they want
That's
to
so
do
cool.
value-added stuff with people like us
That's
that consume.
amazing.
That's awesome.
That really is.
So there's an infrastructure being built. And, I grew up in Vincennes, and, I always tell this story about Moosin Farms. They're one of the biggest watermelon producers in the United States. They supply about 60% of Walmart's watermelons.
Wow.
But how can they take that base of business and introduce Asian melons into, so they're starting to look at it, the
Oh,
younger
that's cool.
generation. So we're trying to work with people like that to say, hey, we'll buy whatever. We'll make a
Yeah.
gelato out of it. We'll do this. That's the kind of pull that is needed. But in the end, it's a real tough dynamic financially for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
For us as an operator, it's not cheap. And to make it individually, pizza dough, I mean, why is Neapolitan pizza dough have that flavor? A lot of it's the wood-fired oven, but a lot of it is the fact we're taking time to let that dough ferment. We're not loading it with yeast. We're putting a touch of yeast and letting time create flavor and rise.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
That's a little bit. He's been trying to master that one for a little bit.
Pizza dough is hard.
I know a dude, man. I can help you out.
Might have to take some classes.
Yeah.
So, how did you come up with Pangea? I guess maybe starting off with the name itself. Is Pangea kind of like the supercontinent? Is
Yeah.
that what you were thinking? And
Exactly.
then because it's ethnic, is one world,
Yes,
cuisine
yes,
wise.
yeah.
You're a mastermind.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, I know, but no, but stop.
No.
I'm kidding. No, you are.
But that was the idea, is bringing the food of the world to Evansville.
Neapolitan, Napoli pizza, and then you have the Detroit style pizza, and then
Yeah.
some southeastern
Yeah.
Asian
Yeah.
foods and stuff like that. Like, how'd you kind of come up with that?
The two absolutes that I knew we were going to do, I'd already had in my home. I have a wood-fired oven in my backyard. I had all of our gelato equipment in my garage, and as soon as I retired, I started
your
working
garage.
I was making gelato. I was the most popular dude in the neighborhood with the kids. Because they'd come knock on the door, Mr. Hobson, what flavor are you making today? Hey, come on back. So those, I had Neapolitan pizza the first time in Phoenix. I think it was 1992. I was living in Los Angeles. Pizzeria Bianca.
Okay,
Chris
yep.
Bianca, and he's one of my favorite chefs. Anyhow, I waited 2 hours. I was a single to eat his pizza. I ate it, and I was just absolutely blown away. And I'm like, okay, that's going in. So I knew I wanted to do that based on the ingredients, the simplicity of the products, but just the whole combination, the flavors, the lightness. And then gelato was like right there too. So those were the baselines. I'd been to Italy in New York City many times,
Yep.
and I was inspired, like porchetta and spitz and all that. And, some of those things we did early, they got tweaked out. Or, the first pizza we did was a Sicilian. A lot of people don't even remember that. And then we did a siphone, which is like a layered crust pizza. And then it evolved from that to like, all right, I went to Detroit right after I retired from Barry, and I was very inspired just to see what's happening, because that city had been so decimated with the auto industry, and kept reading about Shinola watches and bikes and all these little startups done on shoestrings. And, that's the stuff that fascinates me. Money can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
But people that can be ingenious and figure out a way to do things on a really tight budget.
Amen to
Yeah.
that.
That's cool stuff for me. Anyhow, I ate my Detroit pizza at Buddy's, which is
Buddy's, yep.
standard. And I walked out and I'm like, fundamentals of the pizza were amazing. Toppings and the
What's
delivery.
your favorite dish there?
Probably the cow soy at Pangea.
soy, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, the broth. Yeah, northern Thailand. In the wintertime, it's so like hearty. Everybody's like a drunken noodle fan.
Yeah.
I've drunken noodles okay. But
I like drunken
I don't think
noodles.
I've ever had that. Is it like a coconut type?
it's more of like a peanut
Okay.
curry broth.
Yeah.
They do the chili on the side so you can heat it up. Yeah, it's just really hearty, and
You need
so
to have
noodles,
that on the
roast
menu and
pork.
be like Randy's choice.
Definitely, that's one of my favorites. Gosh, right now we're doing a Sunday gravy pasta.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize at Pangea, we've made noodles from day one for our Asian stuff. It's an Italian pasta machine. But, now we're making a true Asian noodle. We're doing a bucatini, an egg-based bucatini now. So we're doing a Sunday gravy, which is very famous Italian dish served in Naples, Italy on Sunday. It's known as gravy. Where
It's red sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a heavy
Ooh.
bolognese.
All you have to say is red sauce. That's
Tons
my
of meat.
language.
Oh, it's
Grape, southern, here in Indiana, gravy, you think,
I need-
white or brown.
I have to ask Justin, like, what is this? Will I like it?
Yeah, in Italian, it's
Yeah.
red sauce.
Yeah. And man, it's hearty. Oh, and especially in the winter
So it's a
time.
bolognese type meat
Yeah,
sauce. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Sounds pretty good.
It's very good.
So, like, on all your, like, different pizzas and stuff, did you, like, how did you get those ideas? Because I like how do you say it?
Diablo.
Diablo? Is
Yeah.
that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And, like, I've never had something taste like that before.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a lot of travel. Honestly, in New York, you'll see that a lot. In Brooklyn,
that was so good, though.
You
I've
know-
tried so many pizzas, and that was one of my favorites.
Roberta's and pizza
Oh, yeah.
in Bushwick.
Uh-huh, yeah.
People
Roberta's,
laugh
yeah.
about it now because that whole area is
And
beautiful.
hot honey.
Yeah.
Putting hot honey on stuff. I never would have dreamed of that, and
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing.
Funny story about that. When we opened, so Polly G's in Greenpoint.
Apologies, yep.
The guy Mike's Hot Honey was working in the back at Polly G's.
Really?
Developed that pizza or that honey.
Yeah.
So when we opened Pangea, I found them. I don't even remember how I found them. And we're starting to order, and we would get a case of the honey delivered directly from Polly G's.
Okay.
Now it's at Walmart.
Yep.
Now, Kentucky Fried Chicken we make
It's
our
everywhere,
own.
yeah,
We
yeah.
make our own.
But
We buy.
I think my first experience was yours.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it drives me crazy. It's at Walmart.
It's okay because you're
now-
the OG.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we make our own. We have for about 3 years now with Calabrian chilies. That's what makes the Diavolo.
Oh my gosh.
Flavorful.
Chilies,
Yes.
Yeah,
So
they're
good.
kind of a sweet hot chili in the southern part of Italy. Just marries
And where do
extremely
you get
well.
those?
We import them.
That's amazing.
Through Delco.
Just the fact that you know the resource, like where to get stuff and get it here. And
I go to our vendors a lot.
Yeah.
And tell them where to find stuff.
that's really, that's so cool though.
I don't mean
Yeah.
to sound like an ass, but like,
No,
No.
you're doing your passion and you're doing it right. And that's something,
Yeah.
there's something to say for that.
yeah. Well, it's funny when we were starting Detroit style pizza. I called our vendor, who's a wonderful vendor. They're the importer. They bring in all the San Marzano tomatoes, the double zero flour, the Calabrian chilies, all the stuff from Italy. And I'm like, we need some cheese for this Detroit style pizza. It's called brick cheese. And they're like,
Yeah.
brick cheese? What do you mean brick cheese? It's like, and they're like, well, we have this.
He has
Yeah.
done his homework.
Long story short, got them to figure it out. They finally brought in the brick cheese. Now they have a cheese operation in there, and now they're making a mix for Detroit style pizzas with brick cheese in house.
Okay. Yeah.
So
There you
you
go.
know what?
Yeah.
Hey,
So Justin has a game prepared for you. It's just a fun game. Like, what do you like? I think it's like, what do you like the best? I couldn't
So
read his
it's-
writing.
It's pick 4, cut 4. So I'm gonna name you some cuisines and types of food, and you have to either pick it or cut it. So pretty much the 4 you pick is like the foods you can have for the rest of your life, and then the 4 you cut.
You can
or
never have them
can
again.
Never have again.
Ever.
It's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, oh man,
So the first one is pizza. So any kind, doesn't Detroit, Neapolitan, New York style, any sort of pizza.
okay,
So are you gonna keep that or cut it?
keep it.
Keep it.
Oh, pizza you gotta keep.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you have 3 more keeps and then 4 cuts.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
He's like, pizza is
And then
not
next
going
one will be kind of like Americana. So your fried chicken sandwiches, burgers, and stuff like that.
Cut.
Cut.
That was easy.
That was
Yeah.
easy, man.
Yeah.
I love burgers. I don't know. That'd be a
I do
tough
too.
cut for me.
I love everything. Look at me.
Number 3 would be like Japanese sushi, stuff like that.
Ramen included.
Yeah, included. Yeah, that
You
type
had,
of
you had to
cuisine.
say ramen.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, is ramen included? Is this coming back?
Gosh,
Because he doesn't know the other options. This is
I
a-
know this.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what makes it even
Oh
harder.
yeah, yeah.
Keep.
Keep.
Oh, we're down to 2 more to keep.
All right. So we've kept pizza so far and Japanese sushi, ramen
Yep.
type foods, and then we've cut burgers and Americana food. All right.
All right.
Number 3 is, or number 4, I guess, would be Italian food, pastas, and
That'd be a definitely keep for me.
I'm gonna cut.
Oh
Cut?
my
Oh,
gosh, I wouldn't be able to cut
cut
that.
the gravy.
No,
Cut the gravy. He cut the gravy.
that's like my favorite.
There's more coming. No,
Yeah.
I can't do this.
He's gonna give you like options of like dog food.
I'm not that mean. All right. So we got 2 keeps, 2 cuts left.
All right.
All right. Next one is a down south favorite, barbecue.
I'd have to keep that.
Like all over the world barbecue.
Sure,
Like
yeah, yeah.
Japanese barbecue and Korean.
You could never have anything with
barbecue.
barbecue ever again.
Yep. We'll include all the barbecues, Korean barbecue and Japanese,
barbecue.
Even-
cold.
Yeah, and even some of the Latino stuff.
Yeah. And American barbecue.
Man,
You're mean, Justin.
I don't.
It's hard,
I'm,
right?
wor- I'm
so
worried
mean.
chicken wings is coming, so I'm like holding back now. I love chicken wings.
Korean fried chicken.
Oh
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep.
Keep it.
You got one left, right?
I know.
Ooh, man. All right. 1 keep left and 2 cuts.
Okay.
Next one is pretty much one of your restaurants, Latino style food. So includes Mexican, like burritos, tacos, but it's Latino.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's
Okay.
gonna do wings next.
I wasn't even on my list, but I'm about to add it on right now. Last.
I'm gonna cut.
You're gonna cut that,
Yep,
okay.
Yep.
All right, one keep, one cut left then.
All right.
Next one is Middle Eastern food. So shawarmas and kafka.
I'll cut.
Cut that?
Oh.
Okay.
Cut.
You give him some wings,
What-
man.
Yeah.
Come on.
No.
But that's not really a type of cuisine. but-
True,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That-
I mean, I guess that might have been like Americana.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
Oh,
right.
you done
yeah.
cut it then.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I didn't specify though.
That'll be that's your pass.
All right, next one is Indian food.
Oh, it's so good.
Tikka masala, butter chicken, and samosas.
Are you
all
guys
that
hungry?
good stuff.
Like really hungry?
We're just talking about food. Yeah, I'm always hungry.
So is this the last one?
No, just one more after this.
Oh. I'm cutting.
Cutting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So what's he left with? Dog food. Woo! We got some in there in our house for you.
I'll throw in chicken wings as last.
Okay.
Just for you, Randy.
I just keep it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
There's so many things you can do with that. There's so many flavors. You can take it 100
you can't use
directions.
barbecue anymore.
And I grill my wings at home, and you can smoke wings.
Smoked wings are really good, yeah.
there's
So
many
easy.
I
ways.
love wings.
Yeah.
I feel like wings and like Italian, like that just has to stay for sure.
Okay.
All right,
Nothing
you all
beats
right?
Korean
You doing okay
barbecue
over there?
wings. You ever had Korean fried chicken
Yes,
wings? Oh
yes.
man.
Well, he
Yes.
has like the fried chicken at.
Well, is it?
Second
You have
language.
karage, right?
Karage,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Japanese.
I don't know all my terms.
It's just
I know
different
it's
breading.
good though. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a karage chicken sandwich at Pangea right now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well-
We're baking the bun downtown.
You're gonna
It's
go
a
check it
brioche
out.
bun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Justin's getting ready to go to Pangea. Randy. Do some.
You got a little
That's right,
slaw.
baby. That's what.
You got a
Bring me
little
some
slaw
food
on that
back.
too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Is it like a pickled slaw, like a daikon
I'm not
carrot,
sure what
or
he's got
not
in
sure?
it exactly. Yeah, it's done well.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because people, will do the karage downtown, and that's an easy sell. You're like, who doesn't like fried chicken?
Oh yeah. Favorite, I guess, restaurant in the world or anywhere you've been to ever. Favorite.
Oh, man.
I'm sure you've been to a lot.
This sounds crazy, but Commander's Palace in New Orleans. And I'll
Commander's Palace in New
Commander's
Orleans.
Palace.
This is like an old school, and this was like a business meeting. It was like a lunch, but an extended lunch.
Corporate
Like my
lunch.
favorite kind of lunch.
And,
Yeah.
and it was with one of our distributors, who was this Italian guy in New Orleans. And I don't know. It just went on and on. But from the service to the old Southern recipes and the service and this old school vibe that just, I don't know. I think part of it because it stands in my, because I was so young back then. I was like, hell, I think I was 23. I was living in Atlanta, and that was part of my territory. And I didn't know what was going on. It's like just trying not to screw up. But that and the food, it was just so memorable. And last time I was in LA, I was in Koreatown and went to this ricotta place that was just fascinating. There's so many. It's not fine dining that you would typically think. Commander's is obviously fine dining, but the most memorable meals are typically for me those places.
From the heart.
And at that place in LA, I waited in the parking lot, and there's a convenience store, and you go in, you get you a 40, and you could
Get
stand
you a
outside
40.
and
Yeah.
drink your 40, and then you go in, and I just the
vibe and the
vibe and the
Yeah.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
and just those are the memories
For
and,
sure.
and those meals that inspire me, because it's
Culture.
that immersion
Yeah,
in the culture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Favorite late night snack?
Chicken wings.
No, those are good. Yeah, those are good.
It's been pitiful, but pizza, chicken wings, and ice cream.
Yeah.
I have a problem with ice cream.
Good thing you know how to make gelato.
I know.
Why do you think he learned to master
I know.
gelato?
Favorite fast food spot? I mean, doesn't not just the big ones. Like there's In-N-Out and Shake Shack and all that.
Yeah.
Favorite fast food.
Gosh, I have to say I love Shake Shack. I like
He
their
loves
product.
Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that guy's such a brilliant Danny Myers.
Danny Myers, yeah.
I respect what he's done,
Mm-hmm.
the scale of what he's done, and that's, you know, it's like Cunningham Group in Indianapolis, who owns Brewburger.
Yep.
You know, up in Indy they have multiple, but they have so many different concepts
Yeah.
that they execute, and that is so freaking hard.
It is, yeah.
And to do, you know, all that scale, and they cover the spectrum. So, yeah, Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Shake
All
Shack,
right.
baby.
Yeah.
And my kids are all in on that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know
So-
how you're just not hungry 24. Because I'm so hungry to talk about all this. But
Yeah. Any final remarks? I mean, I guess maybe for people who may be looking into the restaurant industry, you know, like any final remarks on
Yeah.
what to do, or
what's your biggest advice for somebody
Advice?
out there with like your passion that is just sitting on a 90-year right now?
Yeah. Great question, by the way. I think the biggest problem I see is people, they're just undercapitalized and they expect, you know, everything's going to go great, and it's not.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, I can tell you unequivocally, we've never made a dime in any of our restaurants the first year.
Yeah.
You know, and people also think, oh, they're making so much money. Look how busy they are. It's not the case.
Yeah.
It, you
Because
know,
you're always
A lot of
reinvesting
costs.
back.
reinvesting, following the rules.
Yeah.
We pay our people. We pay time and a half. We pay
Yeah.
taxes. I hate to say that.
You
but
gotta
Yeah.
you gotta keep your
And there's-
employees wanting to come back
Yeah.
because
Absolutely.
that
That's the
the
most.
fact
That's
that
your
you've had people
backbone.
there for so long, they at this point that's theirs too. You know, like they want to make sure that their name's
Absolutely.
on it too.
Absolutely.
So that's very important.
Yeah, your whole staff is a reflection of you and the
So it
restaurant. So
is.
you
Yes.
have to choose the right people
That gave
and
me
treat them
goosebumps
right.
because that
you
is
know?
so true. Because
Yeah.
you have people that want to be there,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
that matters.
And it, you know,
Yeah.
from day one, you know, one of the strategies I brought is I do a profit share with the key people that want it and earn it. And, you know, we have about 6 employees now that are in that share, and it's a significant portion of the profits of the business. And,
That's awesome.
you know, I didn't do this for money.
Yeah.
I should have stayed in corporate America
yeah.
if
Right.
it was about money, it's not.
That's the secret, man.
Yeah,
That you don't
so-
do it for the money. You do it for
Yeah,
that's the
and
secret.
Love, yeah.
I think that's the advice. When
Yeah.
you cook it all down, that's the advice. Find something unique that you can deliver and you know, differentiate.
I love it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
because
really cool to see what you've done. And
because
Yeah.
price.
what's next, Randy? We're gonna open up something else. We're gonna do a Korean
many more
barbecue.
restaurants you got?
Like, what are we gonna do next?
Oh, I would love to do a lot of things, but you know, I'm 60 now. Got my 4th grandchild on the way.
Ooh,
Ooh.
congratulations.
You know, I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, pull back a little bit at some point.
Yeah.
You've already retired.
So I don't know. I never say never, but
I think it's what keeps us going, though. Just
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
what you love. You know, I don't think you'll ever stop.
I doubt
But if you have a good team, like you said, you know, everybody
You'll
can
always
help
be
out
around
and
it, yeah.
you can
Yeah.
rely and
Yeah.
trust on them to do things
But
right.
maybe at one point you
you
can
know.
just come in and just enjoy what you've created.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I need to work on that. That's,
You'll
know,
get
it's hard to
there.
relax.
Yeah.
I get that
No, I know.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're there, you're like, whatever. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's been a great ride. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I can't believe I'm doing what I'm doing because this is what I want to do my entire
That's
life.
amazing.
And
Love
I have
it.
a team that is the best.
That's awesome.
And it
makes
reflects.
it easy.
Yep.
Makes it
Yeah.
easy. So
Well, it reflects, and we're so glad that you joined our podcast. It was
Yeah.
a pleasure
Thanks
to
for
have
coming.
you.
this is a lot of fun. This is more relaxed
Yeah.
than I
We try-
expected. I'm all nervous. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah.
normal chit chat, you
Right
know?
on,
Yeah.
Right on. That's
Yeah.
great.
So,
Well,
yeah.
thank you.
Yes.
No, thanks for coming.
All right.
right.
Well, we're going to have a little bit more footage on this episode. Justin's going to go to Pangea with Randy.
All right.
And they're going to bring me back a lot of food
Maybe
because I'm
tossing
craving a lot of
those
food
around.
now.
I don't know.
All right. We'll see you guys next
All
time.
right.
We'll just play
Thanks,
by
guys.
ear. See
Subscribe,
you.
follow, and follow us for our next episode.